Hi, I'm Tim Bartz, Internet Sales Manager here at McArthur Ford in Salina, Kansas. I want to do a quick little video because I've done a video on the different productivity screens for the different Ford vehicles, and I've done actually one on the dual 4.2-inch productivity screens before, but I didn't do one on the hybrid. At least I couldn't find it in my list of videos. So I want to do a quick video for a customer that asked for some different things on the hybrid settings and such. And so I thought, well, what's better to do that than today? So I'm going to turn the camera around and show you some of these different display settings and how you can set up a few things here, as it's just a quick video real quick. And this is actually my Fusion hybrid myself that I drive, so I'm pretty versed on a lot of these different things. Now, the right side of the screen is going to be pretty similar to the productivity screen you're going to see on the dual 4.2s for even your regular gas Fusions. It's mainly the left side you're going to see that's going to be a little bit different for your hybrid. So let's go ahead and turn the camera around and kind of show you that. Okay, so now on the left side over here, you're going to see, of course, this and a lot of the 2020 model years, and even this is a 19, are going to come standard equipment with the with your lane keeping system, and that's going to be indicated here on the left side over here with the vehicle with the lines there. So you're going to see that displayed. So we're going to go up here first to the display, and if you go ahead and move that right, then you do have some, and then you can go up and down from here, different things. You have speedometer, you have engage, and that kind of shows you it's pretty much set up for certain things here. And you're going to see the EV mode, and you're going to see that as you rev up and you use more gas. You're going to kind of see how that is being used there. And you're going to see the gas is white, battery is going to be on the EV section there. That's going to turn. That's going to be on the inside circle, and it's going to show you when you're using battery versus when you're using the gas and the engine there. And then, of course, also what your miles per gallon is as you're driving. So that's the engage. You can go down to empower, and it's a little bit different look. So, okay, it's going to combine the gas and the electric, or the motor, or the electric together on that to show you the difference in what you're using there, as well as the miles per gallon there. And then if you go down, you're going to see My View. That's where you can customize that. So if I go on the My View, I can change that. So I can change My View. If I go up to that, there you go. It's going to be highlighted white when you're on it. So if I choose that, then I can adjust two different sections there for what I want. So you can go through those and change what you want that My View to be when you go to that. So you have those different things, climate, whatever it might be, trip, all that kind of stuff. And then you go to the left side and you can select and what you want that to show up as well. So that's kind of cool how you can customize that right there based on that. So I'm going to not change that. But so those are your different options for you. You have tire pressure as well when you go down, and then you have your trips 1 and 2, and then you're back up the speedometer. Now I'm going to go back left again, shut off my air. Then we go down to information. Information here is going to just, you can have, it's a tutorial basically on how to use everything. So if you're not sure, you can go into the tutorial, and it'll actually show you how to work everything, and it kind of goes through, if you want to read that, your brake coach. So if you select that using the OK, and I am actually using these buttons here to the left of the steering column to be able to adjust these. But you have a brake coach, and you kind of just read through that and what everything means there. So that's really what that information is, a tutorial. Also the battery display, you have that options and everything. So you have all that right there, and the region. So you can go through all those, and it actually just kind of a nice little manual there, in a sense, right here on how to take care of all the different productivity things. You can just read through that, and it tells you everything if you want to take the time to do that. Then if you go down to driver alert and you go over, that's to whether or not your driver alert is on or off. In fact, I think you have to be driving for that. So, and then you have the My Key and how to set that up. Right now I have no keys set up. I have 2 admin keys, that kind of thing. And then if we go back to settings, I'm going to move it over. Go to the top. Top is your driver assist settings. So if I move that to the right, you have your driver alert. You can have that on or off. I keep mine off. If you turn that on, what that's going to do is you take your hands off the steering wheel, it's going to alert you with some different chimes, maybe throw up that coffee display for you saying you maybe need to pull over if you're taking your hands off the steering wheel too often. I have mine deactivated. And you have your lane keeping system. You have different modes. You have an alert mode and an aid mode. Your alert mode is what's going to do is if you leave your lane, it's going to vibrate the steering wheel. Aid mode will help keep you in your lane. And if you have it on alert and aid, it actually aids you and keeps you in your lane. That actually precedes any alert. I've never had it vibrate when I had both of those selected. And then you have your intensity. And I left mine on normal on this. A lot of people will do that. It comes from the factory that way. And then if you go down to pre-collision assist, you can have the active braking. I have mine turned on. A couple times that's come on me when I wasn't paying attention. So that's always good. And then your sensitivity as well. I have mine set to normal, which is very good. High intensity, it's going to go off a lot. If I were you, I'd probably leave that on normal. And then going down the rear park aid, I have mine turned on. That's the reverse sensing system. So as you're backing up, if you get close to something, it's going to beep and let you know that. So I have mine turned on as well. And then if we move down to traction control, also have that turned on for any kind of traction control for you. And then your blind spot monitoring system. A lot of these Fusions and Fusion hybrids are coming standard with all these. So the Bliss is where if there's someone in your blind spot, it's going to put a light in the mirror for you, and that's what they're going to be for. So I make sure I have that turned on. And cross traffic would be as you're backing up. So it's going to use the same sensors as a Bliss. So if someone crosses your path behind you, it's going to alert you with a series of tones and lights and message on the dash for that there's somebody coming behind you. So I like that feature. Cruise control, this one does have adaptive cruise, so this is where you adjust it from normal to adaptive. And then I think there's some other settings. Now we're back up to the top again. And then going over to vehicle, you have different settings for this. Remote start, that's, if you have, whether you use the Ford Pass or you use your remote, because I don't have remote start with the vehicle, but I get it with the app. So this controls what I have set up when you remote start the vehicle, what is turned, if it's on auto or if it's turned off on the defrost. And we're kind of in the winter right now, so I have that turned on and activated in your heater. If you want those in auto settings or last settings. Last settings would be if you had the air conditioning on, you get in the vehicle, it would turn on the last settings you had the vehicle set to. So you can use remote start during the summertime, and it'll actually turn that on to your air conditioning if you had the air conditioning on last time you got in the vehicle. So that's where you would maybe be very beneficial for you there, as well as if you have any heated seats or anything in your vehicle, which I don't have an SE, so I don't have heated seats, but that would also, you'd have a setting for that in here as well. And then duration, I have mine set for 15 minutes, especially in the wintertime. Sometimes it takes that long to defrost those windshield. And then quiet start, I have mine turned on. So with all your hybrids, you're going to have a quiet start mode. So basically it's using the battery first, and then if it needs to, it'll turn the engine off after that if it needs that. So, and then system is enabled. So I have my remote start settings enabled. So if it's disabled and you try to remote start using the app, it won't remote start because you have it disabled in here. That's just kind of a safety feature there. Switch inhibitors, that's for your switches, so people can't turn those switches on unless they have the key in the vehicle. I believe that's what that means there. And then your tire mobility kit, whatever that means there. I don't really know what that means. And then you have your windows there for remote open and close, so I can actually use the remote to do that if I want to open and close those windows, especially if it's hot outside. You want to let some of that hot air out. You can do that. Wipers, you have courtesy wipe. I have mine set on, and then rain sensing wipers. I love this. I have mine activated as well, so it's going to automatically turn those wipers on when it starts to rain. I actually had to turn them off for this video because it's actually snowing outside right now. So, but I deactivated or turned that to the off setting there. And then going on down, auto engine off, and that'll just shut the engine. I have that turned on, and like it shut the vehicle off. I notice it's not running anymore right now. And then you have your lighting, your auto high beam. A lot of these vehicles come with Copilot 360 and 360 assist. So your auto high beams there, I have that. I have those off right now. Sometimes I'll turn that on, and those high beams will come on automatically when it's dark enough outside. It'll turn the high beams on, and then if somebody approaches you or if you're in the city lights, it'll shut them off for you. And then there's a delay for that. You can set that up, as well as daytime running lights. I have those turned on, and that's the signature lighting on the vehicle. That's what comes on as your daytime running lights, and I love that look of that, so I have that on. And then your locks going down, you have auto unlock, which I have on. So when I go to shut the vehicle off, it unlocks the doors automatically. So I really like that feature. Mislock, and that would be if you lock it for some reason, actually, if you leave your keys inside and you try to lock it, when you're outside with the keypad and one of the doors is open, it won't lock it. It'll actually beep twice and let you know you've mislocked the vehicle and it's not locked. And then remote unlocking, of course, I have it set to, this is where when you have your remote, if you press the unlock once, this is what it's going to do. Is it going to unlock just the driver's door or all the doors? And I have it set for all the doors. If you hit that remote a second time, then it would go ahead and unlock all the doors as well. But this would be, you know, some people like that. I just want the driver's door unlocked. I live in maybe in an area where I don't want all the doors unlocked. And then I think we're back up to the top. And then you go down to My Key. That's where you can set those up, create that key. And then you go down to display. And I want to go in here because this is where I wanted to talk to some people about it. So right here you have a brake coach. You have that. I have that turned on. I like that. What it'll do is when I brake, when I come to a complete stop, it'll actually put a little cycle on the screen and show me how I did. Did I get 100%, achieve 100% regenerative for the braking or not? And I like that display. It's kind of like just a video game for me, kind of. How'd I do? Battery display, and that's this battery right there. So if you want that indicator there all the time like I do, then you have to turn that on. If you turn that off, watch what we do when we turn it off. It takes it away. So I had to actually go in here, and this is a question that I had in one of our YouTube videos, was how do I get that indicator there? And that's how you do it right there. Pretty easy to do there. And then regenerative display as well, and that'll show that your battery's regenerating. It'll show it right there on the indicator, right there as well, right over it, that it's regenerating. Sorry for the blurriness there. And then driving history, it'll show you some of the history, and you can restore that as well just by pressing OK. So and then language, units, and we're back up to the top. So so that's how you change all the different settings in there. So I want to kind of show you how everything worked right there with the hybrid versus the gas. So hopefully that kind of explains some things there between the differences between what the display looks like for your gas engines versus your hybrid. So if you've watched this video and haven't watched the other 4.2 inch screen, you can go over there and check that one out, and you can kind of see what the right side's going to look like. It will be a little bit different because you do have, you know, your entertainment, phone, navigation, fuel economy. That's going to be the same whether you have a hybrid or a gas engine with that display over there. So those are the two differences there. So hopefully really enjoyed this video. If you enjoy more informational videos on the different Ford and Lincoln products, I suggest you subscribe to our YouTube channel. Hit the red subscribe button down below. That way you can get subscribed to our YouTube channel with some great Ford and Lincoln content. We do full walk around videos. We call them our complete guides because we cover all the standard equipment, different packages, and standalone options in one video that covers everything for each different trim. So I do actually have one on the some of the different Fusion vehicles for 2019, and I'm not sure if I'm going to do it for the 20 because a lot of the information is the same from 19 to 20, and really not too many upgrades. So I may not be doing one on that one, but that'll give you some good information on that if you want to watch those videos. So definitely check those out. Hit the notification bell if you want to get notified of the next video when we upload it to our YouTube channel. And if you like this video, you got some information from it, go ahead and smash that like button. And until the next video, we'll see you later.